Hurts, quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. I currently have him as my quarterback 2 in redraft. Jacob has him all the way down at 5. So the way this is going to work is if one of us is higher on one player than the other, we're going to defend ourselves, followed by maybe getting an attack back, whatever. We'll see how it goes. But for starters, I have Jalen Hurts higher, and this is why. Jalen Hurts was the quarterback 3 last year. And for those of you who don't know and maybe didn't watch a lot of football, just paid attention to your fantasy lineups every week, the Eagles won a lot of games by a lot of points. Specifically, they won 8 games last year by more than 2 scoring touchdowns. Okay, so there were some blowout games for the Philadelphia Eagles last year. Don't expect that to be the case in 2023. All right, Hurts will be utilized far more. He's only gotten better. His chemistry with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown is only going to get better. He averaged more than 1.5 points than the leading scorer in fantasy football last year. That was Patrick Mahomes. Yes, that's right, folks. And that was more than Josh Allen, which is Jacob's number 2 and our consensus number 2. But of course, I have Jalen Hurts at number 2, so I got to peck at Josh Allen there. And he was only 0.4 less in a per game average than Patrick Mahomes. Think about that. He missed 2 games last year and still was only a 0.4 average off Patrick Mahomes. He only played in 16 games. I think those offense is scary good with the additions of DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny. Things are only looking up for him. And I was going to add this one last stat, but I read that somewhere it's not actually that good. It was teams that have made it to the Super Bowl and like they don't often make it back the second year if they lost, right? But it's part of a narrative. So redemption is coming. Jalen Hurts back to the Super Bowl in 2023 on the back of your fantasy Super Bowl or your fantasy
Absolutely
draft.
not, but okay.
You don't think the Eagles can make it back to the Super Bowl?
No way.
Okay, well.
Absolutely not.
Discussion for another day, but let me hear your thoughts, Jacob, about Jalen Hurts.
I have a major roadblock there, but okay.
Come on, what about your thoughts about Jalen Hurts?
Okay, look, I need to separate my NFL mind from my fantasy mind, okay? But the Eagles definitely would have lost if the chosen one didn't get hurt. But let's see. Jalen Hurts. So I have him at number 5. And you act like that's disrespectful.
It's not, Jacob.
Is like normal, right? That for Jalen Hurts. Look, he lost Shane Steichen. Do we think is it Nick Sirianni who's that's making that offense move, or was it Shane Steichen? He's in Indianapolis now. Like that's honestly a concern for me. It really it is. It honestly is. So
that's fair. It's a good point.
And forgive me because I do not know who their offensive coordinator is now. So hypothetically, could be a better situation as well. Like if I can say it can change in a negative way, it can also change in a positive way, right? Look, he's set up for so much success. They have, Devontae Smith's only going to get better. A.J. Brown is still a top 5 wide receiver, NFL wide receiver in the league. So it's like the wheels, did they say wheels up? Is that a thing? Okay. Thumbs up for wheels up. Wheels up for Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. I just have some other guys a little bit higher. I mean, it's no secret. Look, I have Herbert above him and Burrow, Allen, Mahomes, right? So the thing is, the argument is, okay, a lot of people would arguably put him above Herbert and Burrow. They're more pocket passers. But the thing for me is I think they're just going to light it up. Like Herbert and Burrow could throw 40 touchdowns any given year, right? I mean, I guess Hurts could too. But like I'm just so optimistic about those offenses, especially if they both stay healthy. And then Josh Allen is just a monster. And I don't think it's nice to say you want to stop running, but when you're out on the field and that beast instinct is inside you, are you really going to stop? No. So I have Hurts a little bit lower than you, but no shame.
No shame taken, Jacob. And like you said, you might have guys like Herbert and Burrow ranked a little bit higher than him. But what we must remember, and especially in redraft, is rushing is king, my friend. And when you rush for 760 yards and 13 touchdowns in 2022, now, albeit touchdowns are hard to predict, there's ample opportunity for you to succeed at a high fantasy level. And that's why I have Jalen Hurts at number 2 on my individual rankings, but he falls to number 3 for us. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you think about Jalen Hurts? Too high at 3? Can he get to 2?